Daylight, my MVVs, welcome.
Ooni of Ife's heart is said to have melted as Queen Naomi cried before Ooni of Ife, Auntie Ebony, and Rev Esther Ajai in Abuja. They say she cried so much as she expressed her feelings, expressed the pain that she went through during that period where she was betrayed by Ebony. What happened? They said Ooni of Ife was actually invited to Abuja for a program Reverend Esther Ajai had tagged Comforter 2024. Oni made it to Abuja because Oni wanted to honor his godmother. And Nami was very engaged and Nami could not make it. But because they wanted to have that meeting together, Nami had to fly to Abuja in the evening yesterday to meet with the Ooni of Ife, and they said that they had a meeting. I think was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? They had this meeting, but as this meeting had been arranged between Ooni of Ife, Reverend Esther Ajai, and Naomi, you know that anything that has to do with royalty, there is a way that this information used to fly out. Ebony got to know about the meeting, and they say Ebony herself also got to Abuja. That they were just there. It was just a very serious surprise that Kabiyesi saw Ebony and also Queen Naomi, and Ebony had come because she needed to talk. Basically, the reason why she said she went to Abuja was to talk to Reverend Esther Ajai, because Reverend Esther Ajai too is very difficult to see. She's never situated. She is the overall head of the Celestial Church of God worldwide, and so she's always moving from one place to the other. So, if there's one person that said Ooni of Ife listens to, is Reverend Esther Ajai. Ooni of Ife has so much respect for Reverend Esther Ajai, and the Women's Council means a lot to the Ooni of Ife. They said she is even instrumental to, one of those instrumental to, what has happened between Olori Naomi and the Ooni of Ife. She fought so hard trying to fix that relationship, and up until now, they say she is still fighting to fix the relationship for these people. And so Ebony thought that one of the best people to meet under the circumstances would be Reverend Esther Ajai. Now, the reason why things are this way is because Ooni of Ife seem not to be caring about Ebony again. Like before long, Ebony used to be the apple of Ooni's heart and eyes, as we heard, if that information was true. Shortly after Ebony, Nami left, Ebony had taken over everything. Ebony was the one who was, responsible for a lot of things, running Ooni of Ife's affair, going to UK, coming back. You remember that even when they first got married, she was always in Nigeria. Every time she's in Nigeria. But right now, if you look at, apart from what bloggers are saying and what is going on social media, you yourself see what is going on. Which woman will be married to a king that has all of these plenty wives, who, of course, they are in some form of competition, but she is always there in the UK. Like, she's always there in the UK. This is because of the cold hands that the Ooni of Ife is giving her. They say she's been devastated. She has cried so many times that over the monarch disaffectionate behavior towards her and all of that. So right now, I think the family have told her that the reason why things are like this between her and the monarch is because the monarch has reunited with Olori Naomi, and the monarch, that's the Ooni of Ife, is under also the belief system that Ebony contributed immensely to what had happened to their relationship. So right now, they keep telling Ebony, making Ebony feel like maybe, people are feeding Kabiyesi with negative one-sided story about her. And, they keep telling Ebony that the reason why Ooni of Ife no longer loved and believe or trust anything she says again is because of all the things that Olori Naomi is saying to Ooni of Ife behind Ooni of Ife's back. Behind Ebony's back. And that is the reason why Ebony has been making frantic effort to speak to Olori Naomi. But you know that only recently we found out that even communicating with Olori Naomi is even a big deal. Olori Naomi is not giving any of them the time of day. You go to the royal mansion, she calls the DSS. Like, I think there has been a standing order not to let them go to the royal mansion, because every time they try to gain access to the royal mansion to get to talk to Olori Naomi, she goes ahead and she calls the DSS. And so they don't go there anymore. So when Ebony found out that Ooni of Ife will be going to Abuja to meet with Reverend Esther Ajai. She had to seize that opportunity to meet because she wanted to speak to Reverend Esther Ajai. Yeah, she wanted Reverend Esther Ajai to talk to, Olori Naomi and the Ooni of Ife so that they can kind of help her relationship to stand up again with the Ooni of Ife. So basically, they say when she got to Abuja, she was begging Ooni of Ife and Reverend Esther Ajai to help talk to Queen Naomi. Ebony is being sensible right now because she knows that if Queen Naomi says yes to her, Queen Naomi is going to begin to turn Ooni of Ife, like tell Ooni of Ife, no, don't do this to Ebony, do this to Ebony, all of that. As long as Queen Naomi is on her side, Kabiyesi is going to turn around and begin to look at her. But this time, Queen Naomi is not that woman that she used to be again. Queen Naomi is in that place where she has come to realize that these people do not mean her well. She's gone through so much in the hands of these people. Queen Naomi knows that, the relationship went bad because of all the things that these people planted. And they say even when she got to Abuja, Queen Naomi refused to receive her. They say she was crying, that Queen Naomi cried before the Ooni of Ife and Rev Esther Ajai. That she cried, that for the first time ever, Queen Naomi expressed her pain, expressed her dissatisfaction, expressed her betrayal, the way they betrayed her, the way they turned her down, the way they plotted against her. That she had trusted Ebony from the first day she got into the palace. She was very naive. She could never have thought that Ebony would be one of those people who work against her. Because they say few months to the time that Queen Naomi left the palace, it was all war. That they were just ganging up against Queen Naomi. There was nothing they did not do against Queen Naomi. There was nothing they didn't do against the mother. They would say the queen mother said this, the queen mother said that. Everything, things that had nothing to do with Queen Naomi's mother, they will implicate the poor woman. And they started making Ooni of Ife to see them like betrayers and all of that. That it was a terrible situation for Olori Naomi. That Olori Naomi was crying every day, and they said Ebony was at the hem of affairs of all of this. They said Ebony, Iyalaje, and the sisters to the Ooni of Ife, all of them, they just gang up against Olori Naomi. So right now that Ebony is desperately begging Olori Naomi to look at her and temper justice with mercy, Olori Naomi is saying, what the hell? What do you mean? What do you want from me? Leave me alone. Leave me the hell alone. I am done with you. I have nothing to do with you. That I don't want a relationship with you. I do not want to be a friend to you. I don't want to be a sister to you. Stay on your own and let me stay on my own. You wanted to marry the Ooni of Ife, you got it. You are in a marriage to the man. Focus on him and leave me the hell alone. They say Ooni of Ife's heart melted upon seeing Queen Naomi cry that way. But they say the entire time that Queen Naomi really left it and broke down in tears before Reverend Esther Ajai for the first time since all of this happened. That Ooni of Ife just held her and started pacifying her and all of that. They say it was a whole lot that happened in Abuja. Do not forget, these are all alleged information, rumored and reported information. I'm going to bring you more update. I appreciate you so much. So if this information is true, this is what we are hearing. Thank you so much, Dela.